Today we are learning about that biology class. Now let us see that what we are doing. Now we are performing that various life activities. Now in biology, what is biology? The biology means, bios means life. Already we know that. What is life? The life means we are performing that various activities. Now we are performing the various activities. What they are required? I think we know that the energy. Very good. Now how do we obtain the energy? In previous chapter we discussed about the energy is obtained by food. The food is the key role for their obtaining of energy. Okay children? Now in previous chapter we discussed about how energy is obtained, how food is obtained. We discussed in previous lesson. Now in this chapter we discuss about the food is not only give the energy. Now what happens? The food is oxidized. What is the food? Glucose. Now we can see that the glucose molecule is oxidized. The glucose molecule is break down. Now energy is releasing. That energy is obtained, that energy is utilized to performing all the life process. Is it clear? Now the glucose molecule is oxidized. What is meant by oxidation? Adding of oxygen. Adding of oxygen. Now what they are releasing? Energy. This glucose is nothing but food molecule. Addition of oxygen. That process is called as oxidation. Now what happens? The atmospheric oxygen, they are entered into the cell. It's combined with the food molecule. So just you think as this is cell. Our body is made up of number of cells. So each and every cell to form a tissues and they performing the various functions. Now the atmospheric oxygen, they can reach us into the cell. Already here in the cell, what they will present? The food is present. The food is digested and absorbed into the cell. Now this absorbed food is mixed with the oxygen. That process is called as oxidation. Now what they release here? Energy is releasing. The energy is releasing. Is it clear? Now this energy is utilized, this energy is used to performing the various life process and all the activities. Now let us see what we call this whole process. That is the main important. So this all the process is called one of the important and essential life process is nothing but respiration. So in previous chapter we discussed about nutrition. In nutrition we are obtaining that nutrients. It's not sufficient. The nutrients are added to the oxygen, then the process is going on, the energy is releasing. Now finally here what happens? What process is going on? Respiration. Respiration. This is also one of the important and essential life process for all living organisms, either unicellular or multicellular. Okay. Now what is respiration? Once again see the definition of respiration. Children, once again we learnt about the definition of respiration. What is respiration? The food molecules. The glucose molecule is breakdown or oxidized. Oxidation means adding of oxygen. So the glucose molecule is oxidized and now energy is releasing. Along with energy, now what they release? Carbon dioxide. Already we know that carbon dioxide. Some amount of carbon dioxide also releasing. Now and some water vapor also releasing. This process is called as respiration. Clear it? The definition of respiration. The food molecules are oxidized and energy is releasing, and that process is called as respiration. This whole process occurs in a cell. This is called cellular respiration. Later we will discuss about its detailed discussion. Afterwards we are going to the chapter, Nana. Okay. So this is about the definition. Now here, what is the importance of the respiration? The respiration is essential process, and respiration is important for all living organisms. And respiration is a oxidation process. Respiration is oxidation process. Not only that one, respiration is catabolic reaction, catabolic process. Children, I think we know that what is anabolism and what is catabolism. These two reactions are called as metabolism. What is metabolism? The metabolism means a series of biochemical, in that anabolism and catabolism. See here, in previous chapter we discussed about anabolism. Anabolism means constructive process. Catabolism means destructive process. Now what they destruct here? The food molecules are destructive. What they are releasing? Energy. So the catabolic process, the example is respiration. Now anabolism, constructive process, the example is photosynthesis. Now respiration is a oxidation process, catabolic process, essential process for all living organisms to performing all the activities. Not only that one, to maintain the gaseous equilibrium in environment also. That is the importance of respiration. Clear now all of you? Okay. Now let us see that the term respiration is derived, the language is nothing but Latin language. The term respiration is derived a word, a Latin language, respire. What is meant by respire? To breathe, to breathe. The respiration, the term is derived as a Latin word, respire. Respire means to breathe. I think we know everybody. What is breathing? Everybody they have said that the breathing means inhalation of oxygen, exhalation of carbon dioxide. So they ask the question, what is respiration means? Intake of oxygen, exhalation of carbon dioxide. This is not a correct way, Nana. Respiration means food molecules are oxidized and energy is releasing. And breathing is one of the step of respiration. Clear, Nana? Respiration, the term is derived as a Latin word. Respire means to breathe. Okay. Now let us see here. Now in respiration process, what happens? The whole chain of process, when we are inhale the air, the oxygen is utilized in the cells to performing the various activities. Now what we learned in this chapter, up to we discuss about what is respiration, what is the importance of the respiration, and now what is that the term is derived from the respiration, we can see that. Now what topics is going on in this chapter, because the respiration is not a simple process, it is a complex process. They are occurred in several steps. Now let us see that the definition, the discovery of gases and respiration. Who discovered? So what they have present in the atmosphere, what are the gases are present, what is the role of the gases, they discovered that. So discovery of gases and respiration. Next, steps. What are the steps in respiration and what are the types of respiration? That means in presence or absence of oxygen, what are the types of respiration? Next, breathing. In steps in respiration, we can say the first step is breathing. About breathing, we will conduct one of the activity also. Children, now epiglottis and passage of air. and then cellular respiration. About this, we learnt about the structure of mitochondria. Already we know that. In 9th class, we learnt about the mitochondria is called as powerhouse of the cell. Why we called as the powerhouse of the cell? Later, we will discuss about the mitochondria. Now, anaerobic respiration, absence of oxygen. Absence of oxygen. Among that, we will conducted one of the lab activity. And now fermentation. I think we know that, students. They are alcohols, the bakery products, the beverages. These all the products they are obtained. We are making as fermentation process. Now combustion. That is also one of the process we can see. Next, evolution. What is evolution? Evolution means gradual changes occurs from one generation to another generation. Now, respiration in plants. Children, the respiration, it's not only the animals. In plants also, the respiration process is essential. It is a continuous process. For any living organism, we can take that the respiration process is a continuous process. Now, about that respiration in plants, we will conduct some activities. And next, last, finally, we can see that pranayama. I think we know everybody yoga. Yoga, pranayama, art of breathing. These all the things we discuss. Okay, children? These all the concept we will discuss in this chapter, respiration. Okay? Now, let us see that one by one I explain that. First of all, we will see that some key words. What are the key words? We can see that. See the children? I will write some keywords about in this chapter. Look at here, aerobic respiration, anaerobic respiration and tracheal respiration, the bronchial respiration, pulmonary respiration, cutaneous respiration and diaphragm, epiglottis, fermentation, stomata, lenticels, aerial roots, some words. Now, see here, aerobic respiration. What is meant by aerobic respiration? In presence of oxygen. The glucose molecule is oxidized in presence of oxygen. The glucose molecule is break down and to release that high amount of energy. That is called as aerobic respiration. It's simply I can say that aerobic respiration. Later we will discuss detailed process. Now anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration here, the glucose molecule is absence of oxygen, the glucose molecule is breakdown and they can release the less amount of energy. That process is called as anaerobic respiration. Now tracheal respiration. Through the trachea, see the children here, the different types of respiratory organs present in animals and plants. Now, in human beings, we can see that lungs are the respiratory organs. Like that, in animals, we will take the example cockroach. Now, in cockroach, we can see that through the trachea, the respiration processes occurs. They are called as tracheal respiration. Now, in some animals, bronchial respiration, that examples we can see fishes. In fishes, through the gills, the respiration process occurs, we called as bronchial respiration. Pulmonary respiration means through the lungs. The best example we can see human beings. Now, cutaneous respiration. Through the skin, the respiration process occurs, we call as cutaneous respiration. Examples, earthworm, leech and frogs. We can see that. Next, what is diaphragm? Children, here look at that, the diaphragm. You know that our body is divided here. The upper part is chest cavity or thoracic cavity and this is the abdominal cavity. In these two, divided by a muscular partition like structure is called a diaphragm. A muscular partition structure. It divides our body. It's upper chest cavity or thoracic cavity. The lower one is abdominal cavity. This is one of the main role in breathing process. Okay children. Now epiglottis. This epiglottis is present, a flap-like structure. They act as a valve. It presents at the top of the larynx to allow the air in one direction. That is the function of epiglottis. Later we will discuss its detailed process. Now fermentation. The fermentation means the glucose molecule is, they are undergoing that absence of oxygen, they are producing the alcoholic process. Now stomata, lenticels and aerial roots. These three are the respiratory organs in plants. The stomata, where it is present, leaves. We know everybody in leaves. The leaves, they are the mainly, the function is photosynthesis. Not only that one, the exchange of gases. Lenticels, like that stomata, the lenticels are present in the stem in desert areas, because in desert areas the leaves are reduced to form a spines-like structures. That's why here the lenticels are present on the stem. Through this, respiration process occurs. And finally aerial roots. Aerial roots means the roots are having that respiratory organs. We can find out in mangroves. Near the mangroves region, we can observe the aerial roots. So these are all some of the key words. We can see that in this chapter. Now see here that mind map. The children easily we can understand. So I'll draw the mind map on the board. Now the respiration. Respiration in man, we can see that. Now in respiration in man, we can find out that 5 steps. What are the 5 steps we can see here? Breathing. Now the second step, see children, the mind map, easily we can understand. Up to we discuss about that the introduction part, what is respiration and what is the importance of the respiration, how do we appreciate the process of respiration. Now we discuss about here that mind map, the types of respiration. Here we can see the respiration in man. They are observing that the 5 steps, the process is not a simple process. There occurs in a 5 steps. The first step is breathing, and then gaseous exchange at lungs level, gas transport by blood, gaseous exchange at tissue level, and finally cellular respiration. Okay children, these are all the steps. Later I will discuss in a detailed process. Okay, now evolution in animals. The various animals, we can see here the diffusion process. The diffusion process, the examples, we can see that amoeba, the best example, amoeba, that means protozoans. Now the trachea. Through the trachea, the respiration process occurs. The examples, insects. Skin, that means example, earthworm. And lungs, human beings. These are all the types of respiratory organs, the types of process we can see in animals. Like that in plants also. Respiration process is essential. Already we discussed. Now what are the respiratory organs in plants? Stomata, lenticels and aerial root. So this is the mind map of the respiration. Now we will discuss the next topic, the discovery of gases. What are the properties of gases? Who find out these all the gases? We will discuss. Now see the children, the discovery of gases. What are the properties of gases? They can find out. Children, we know that somebody they are thinking as in that 14th century, that before 14th century and afterwards also, what is air? What are the substances are present in air? What are the gases are present in air? They don't know anybody. Now just they are thinking as air is a mixture of gases, and now the respiration also they are thinking as a breathing process. They are not given any clarity about the respiration process. Later in 18th century, now some of the scientists Who are the scientists? Joseph Priestley, Joseph Priestley and Lavoisier, they worked on about the gases in 18th century. But he was also, they don't know what are the gases are present in atmosphere, but they are thinking as what they are thinking, the exchange of gases, some process is going on internally, some life process is going on internally, that alone they know that, but they don't know correct the definition of respiration, how the respiration process is going on, how the exchange of gases is going on, they are not find out. Later they have conducted the experiments, Priestley and Lavoisier, they given some conclusions. Now what they are explaining, the Joseph Priestley, already we know that children, in previous chapter we know that Joseph Priestley, they conducted some experiments. What experiment is conducted in that nutrition chapter? Beljar experiment. What you find out in that experiment? Exchange of the gases. That means the oxygen is taken, carbon dioxide is releasing, the mint plant and the mouse they can alive, we can find out. That is the explanation is given by Joseph Priestley. Now later the Lavoisier, they conducted experiments. What he conducted the experiments? Joseph Priestley, they can find out that exchange of gases and the discovery of oxygen, and later the Lavoisier also, they conducted several experiments about the gases. What he conducted? Say the children, he was a Joseph Priestley. Already we know that this person, what he can do. In the previous chapter in nutrition, he was find out that and he explained that experiment. He was conducted an experiment about the Beljar experiment, and what he observed in that Beljar experiment, exchange of the gases. The mint plant and mouse, they will take in and their exchange of gases. Not only that one, he discovered oxygen. Okay children? Okay Nana. Next we can find out that one more important, the scientist was Lavoisier. Now look at here, he was Lavoisier Nana. What he can do? He was also conducted several experiments about the gases. See, one of the activity he was conducted, what he can do? He was taking as a charcoal. What is charcoal? In Telugu we called as Boggu Pulusu Vayu. So in these charcoal, they are kept in bell jar or in water trough. That means totte lantidi nana. So these charcoal, they are taking as in a water trough or the bell jar. Now what he can do? They can heating that powder. Now they releasing some gas. That gas is known as fixed air. What is fixed air? Carbon dioxide. At the time, the carbon dioxide is called as fixed air. So he was called as the carbon dioxide is a fixed air. What they can do, the Lavoisier. The Lavoisier, they conducted the several experiments. Already we discussed. They are taking as a charcoal in a bell jar or water trough. Now they can heat and they can release the gas is nothing but a carbon dioxide. What he called carbon dioxide? Fixed air. The carbon dioxide is nothing but a fixed air. So later he conducted one more experiment. What that experiment? He was taking as phosphorus. He was taking as phosphorus. This phosphorus is kept in bell jar. Again they can heat. The burning of the phosphorus, they can release some gas. What he can find out? The burning of the phosphorus, they can combine some substances present in the atmosphere. They are not combined in water vapor. They have combined some substances present. What is that substance? Again he was thinking. Finally he hypothesized and he find out that some substance is present in atmosphere. In air, what is that substance? I think they are some elastic fluid. The elastic nature of some substance is present in air itself, and he given that conclusion. So what is that substance? The substance, they can burn the phosphorus, but not a water vapor. They given that they conducted the experiments, and finally he can observe that some substance, whatever we breathe, some substance is present. That substance they can burn the phosphorus, and they given the conclusion by Lavoisier. And not only that one, the Lavoisier, they can find out that the two process in that respiration, only one process they know that. What is that process? He find out that some amount of gas they can enter into that. So that is the respirable air or vitiated air. See the children, respirable air or vitiated air means we called as oxygen. Oxygen. These respirable air or vitiated air, nearly 1/6 of the volume, it consists of chalky acid. What is chalky acid? The chalky acid or fixed air is nothing but a carbon dioxide. Chalky acid or fixed air is nothing but carbon dioxide. Here the 1/6 of the volume of oxygen, the vitiated air or respirable air, it contains chalky acid. So again what happens? To process, to recreate and again to produce a normal air, what he thinking? They are removing as a vitiated. No, this is not a correct. When we are removing here that, what is that? Fixed air finally. Now not only that one, we can find out that we are respire, we are taking as, we are inhaled air. That air in the lungs, they are converted into the, what is that? Fixed air. And or we can find out that how much amount of air we are taking, that is absorbed into the lungs, and the same volume, the same amount of air we can expel from the lungs. So that is carbon dioxide. Like that, the exchange of the gases they can find out by the Lavoisier. Okay children, and finally what he observed, when we are taking as a oxygen, these respirable air, this air is combined with here in blood, the blood is red in color. They are thinking as, I think we know everybody, the blood is red in color, but he think that this air is combined with now blood, blood is becoming red in color. No, it's not a correct, and later they can find out why the blood is red in color, because in blood the presence of a, what is that? Hemoglobin. A red color protein molecule is present, hemoglobin, that's why the blood is red in color. So they are explaining that. So these all the scientists, who is that? Joseph Priestley, Lavoisier, they finally given that the gases, the properties of gases. And one more scientist already discussed, the John Draper, that human physiologist, he was explaining the living organisms, they are taking as a materials, the matter, they can burn oxygen and water, they are releasing of carbon dioxide, sulfur, water vapor. That one more scientist, John Draper, who is he? He was that, he was a human physiologist. They were written as a physiology. I think children, we know what is physiology. The physiology means a branch of science deals with the internal process, how the process is going on inside the body. That study is called as physiology. He was written as in 19th century, in mid 19th century, he was written as a textbook of human physiology. What he explained in the textbook about respiration, he explained in the textbook, he written as some birds. The living organisms, they take some matter or some substances. Those substances are, they are burning, they need water and oxygen. Now at a time, not only that, they can release some material, the waste material, carbon dioxide, and sulfur, some water vapor, they are all releasing. These all the things they are explaining by the John Draper. Whatever any scientist, they given that conclusion what he can observe. The scientists, they can find out that the exchange of gases, but they are not given any idea. They are not having any clear idea about the respiration process. But they are thinking as that some heat is releasing. Energy is releasing process, some amount of heat also they can release. They are thinking, but they are not explaining proper process of respiration. Okay children? So these all the scientists. Who is that? Once again, Joseph Priestley, Lavoisier and John Draper. Joseph Priestley and Lavoisier, they conducted the experiments and they can find out the properties of gases and exchange of gases and discovery of gases. Lavoisier, they are explaining that they conducted the experiments, the carbon dioxide is, they are fixed air, not only that one, he conducted another experiments also, we can find out that. So, these all the scientists, they worked on about the gases. So, let us see the next step, how the process is going on, what are the steps present in respiration. Now, I ask some questions about this topic. I hope that we can understand about this topic. I ask some questions. Are you ready here? Define respiration. And next, define breathing. And now, what are the properties of gases? What is vitiated and fixed air? How do I appreciate the process of respiration? Thank you children.